In this video, I wanted to share some practical tips of what you can do if you are experiencing a hot flash or you feel one coming on. Most of my videos on hot flashes, I've explained preventative measures you can do to even prevent them from starting. But what if one is happening right now in the moment? You want to have a few things that you can do. So the first thing that you can do is to sit down and to start breathing slower. I don't just mean breathing like we want to really try and slow down our breathing, because when we're in a hot flash, it's in the sympathetic nervous system. We're very agitated, we're very heated, and we're feeling stressed. That's one of the reasons, that's actually one of the triggers for having a hot flash, is to feel stress. So we can negate that and we can counter that with trying to come more into the parasympathetic nervous system. It doesn't mean it's going to work every time, but I've had numerous women say that they can breathe away their hot flashes now that they've learned how to calm their breathing down. So what does that look like? It can be a few different ways, but it can just be as simple as closing your eyes and breathing in for 2, pause for 2, breathe out for 2, pause for 2. You can just even feel yourself relaxing, and when you relax, you're less heated. Another breath that you can do, now this one's going to look really funny when I show it to you on this video. It's called Shitali breathing. It's a yogic breath that cools your body down. Now, if you can curl your tongue, I've realized after teaching this type of breath that not everyone's tongues curl, but you want to make it look like this. Okay. And you want to breathe the air through your tongue, that hole in your tongue, and you'll feel it cooling. So it looks like this. It looks kind of funny, and it sounds a bit funny too, but it's quite effective. So even just those 2 breaths, your tongue feels cool. Your tongue represents all of your internal organs. So when our tongue feels a bit cooler, we feel cooler. So that one's pretty effective as well. Another thing you can do is, I've mentioned this many videos before, especially on hot flashes and night sweats, is to take a 1/4 cup of aloe vera juice when you're feeling a hot flash come on. Or you can do this as a preventative. You take it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning and an empty stomach 30 minutes before bed if you're having hot flashes at night. Aloe vera juice is so cooling. It's very bitter tasting, but the bitter taste is what cools us down. So that you want to make sure you're not having more than 1/2 cup a day though. So if you're having many hot flashes, don't use this as an actual way of getting rid of a hot flash, because you'll end up drinking too much. And too much aloe vera juice can give you an upset stomach because it's so strong, and it can also make you have loose stool. So we want to avoid that. Now the last thing that you can do is, and it's very effective for some women, not all, these are just, you have to kind of experiment to see. The goal is to figure out why you're having the hot flash in the first place though. And that really is a big part of my offering to women coming into the program, is to do a full analysis, tongue analysis, hair, skin, all of that stuff to determine why you're even having the hot flashes in the first place. So another thing that you can do is to put your face in very, very, very cold water. It sounds a bit torturous, but it works. What happens is when we put our face, just our face, you can do a whole shower if you want, but if you have a bowl of ice water and you put your face in it, it triggers this mechanism. It's called the mammalian dive reflex. I know, it's like, what the heck is that? The mammalian dive reflex is when your face is in very cold water, it triggers your vagus nerve and your parasympathetic nervous system. This can be enough for some to bring them right out of a hot flash. It's just that instant that we can switch from the sympathetic, that fight or flight nervous system, into the more relaxed, rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system. And it's shocking. It's quite cold, but ironically, if you can keep your face in there and hold your breath for a comfortable amount of time, that you do feel relaxed and you come out and it's like, it's almost like a reset. So you can try that as well. So there's just a few practical tips that you can try when you feel a hot flash coming on. And yeah, but really the goal is to figure out why you're having the hot flash in the first place so that you don't have to experience them anymore.